Good morning, First Baptist Preschool families. I'm doing open house a little bit different this year. I am so excited that we are starting preschool and that your sweet children are getting ready to hopefully just have one of the best years of their lives so far. We are excited and have been working hard to make our preschool safe and adhere to the requirements and regulations that are being put forth during this time. I'm This will probably be a little bit different, and I'm just going to hopefully keep this video simple and short and address what I feel like are the highlights that I need to get out to all of you as our families. I am going to go over, hopefully extensively in detail, the drop-off and pickup procedures, certainly communication, and just hit on some of the brief points that are in the handbook. If you were able to come through our folder pickup yesterday, you got a quick glimpse of hopefully how we envision drop-off and pickup are gonna work. If it is a day like today where it's raining at my house, it will be a little more challenging and probably a little bit slower, and so we would just ask for your patience as we work out all of these details. But we are excited. We just thank you for trusting us with your children and look forward to all that God has in store for us this school year. So I'm going to hopefully jump right in, and we will just like I said, touch the basics. It feels so differently doing this on video, and I'm always nervous the night of open house. I always laugh and say I don't like talking to groups of adults. I do much better with children, and I think I've decided videoing is worse than talking to groups of adults. So anyways, hopefully I'll get through this, and we will touch on the highlights, and then certainly, as with anything, I have said communications can be probably one of the most important things that we do well this year. And so if I leave something out of this video, or certainly you still have questions about anything preschool related, I hope you will reach out to me through email or cell phone. My cell phone number is in your handbook. It's going to be widely available this year. But I would say in our handbook, which all of you should have gotten in your child's folder. If you have not received it yet, you'll get it when you get your child's folder. But I also attached it in an email, so you should have availability that way as well. But the first 4 pages are probably the most important for this school year, and that's our updates related to COVID-19 and how we are doing things different this year. And those first 4 pages will hopefully answer any questions that you had about that. The rest of the handbook, there's just some great information in there. If you have preschoolers, there's information in there about who we are and how we do things. And I decided not to update the handbook because it is truly my prayer that we are gonna be able to go back to the way things were, or at least closer to the way things were at some point, hopefully in the next few months or this school year. So we will certainly wait and see. But for now, those first 4 pages are going to be probably most important as we get started this preschool year. We've addressed face coverings. I think some of you have had Zoom calls with your classes. If not, you may still have those to come. But our teachers will be wearing face coverings. They have personal masks, and then we have shields that I have purchased that are a great option for circle time activities and close-up contact, where your children can still see their face, but they will be protected with that shield. And so teachers will be wearing those almost all morning. Outside time is a time that I've told them they could not have to wear those. But so they will do that, and certainly assist your children. If you want your children in a mask, we will do our best to try to make that happen throughout the school day. Sometimes that can be challenging because they don't always enjoy their mask, but we certainly want to try to assist you as best we can with that. Probably the biggest thing is going to be drop off and pick up this year, with no parents, no anybody allowed in the building outside of preschool staff. It just changes the way that I have gone back and forth of the best ways to do this. And so we have decided that for now, we are going to try and do drop off and pick up at the back doors, which is where you did your folder pickup yesterday. And we will run 2 lines. If you were there, we will have cones set out, and you will pull up to the cones. And one of the biggest changes, even from folder pickup, is that we will load and unload 4 cars at a time. That will be a teacher coming to your car to take your child's temperature. We will get your child out, get them inside the preschool safely. And we will do 4 cars at the time, and all cars will stay still until all 4 cars have been handled, and then we will signal for them to exit at the same time, and the next 4 can move up. I feel like once we get this down, it will go very smoothly. We did this for some camps that we had this summer, and it worked out great. And I think based on our numbers and the time that we have allotted for drop off, that it'll go very smoothly. I just ask you to be patient with us and give us a little bit of extra grace on the the first week or 2 of school as we get this ironed out and get this new process worked out. But I think it'll be great. I know it'll be great on all days except rainy days, but we will get through that too. So most importantly, we start drop off at 8:45, and so like I said, pull up to the front of those cones and have 2 lines formed, and we will just get to drop off and pick up as smoothly as possible and as we can. Pick up, it's a lot more important if you will follow the times that are in the handbook. We do kind of do a little staggered pickup time. We start with toddlers and 2s at 11:45, and if you can do your very best to be there, we will be ready. And we have a walkie-talkie system that we will gather your children and bring them out to you. You are responsible for buckling them in yourself, and so we will bring the children out just like we've always done and hand them off to you safely, and you will get them buckled in. And once all 4 cars that are loading are complete, we'll signal for you to exit. That way there should not really be any car movement while we're loading or unloading children. And so I feel like this will work really well. We will pray for lots of not rainy days, but we will certainly make it work, and are just excited about all that's in store. So if you have siblings, please pick up your toddler or 2 at their allotted time, and then if you'll just circle back around through the parking lot and hop back in line to get your oldest child at their pickup time. That really makes things run much more smoothly, and it helps with those sweet little ones that are ready to go home, and that they don't have to sit or wait 20 minutes for their pickup time. And so if you will, just please get your youngest at their time, circle back through, and get your oldest child. I've said before, but communication's going to be the biggest, I feel like, most important thing that we do well this year. And so I want you to know that at any time you are able to text me. My phone number's in the handbook. I'll make sure and put it in emails that I send to you guys. You can text my work number or my cell phone number. I'll be your main point of contact if you are running late, if you need to pick up early, if there's just any issues throughout the morning that you need. All you need to do is text me, and I will meet you at the back doors and take care of whatever those needs are. So I should be almost always available. If I'm not, I'll pass it off to a teacher, and we will make sure that all needs are met. But I just want communication. I know separation anxiety is always a big issue with our sweet little ones, and we are ready for that. And I want you to know that if you are needed, we will absolutely be in touch. I've said it on several Zoom calls in the past day or 2, but parents not being allowed in the building is probably the hardest thing right now, and I don't like it, but I'm thankful that we can open, and so we are following all the recommendations and guidelines that we have. But I know that bring some challenges, but we are ready and we're prepared. And I just want you to know that as we get your children out of the car, if there is separation or they are crying, please know that we will do everything within our power for that to be minimized. And typically, once they're kind of back in the classroom and distracted, it does not last very long. But if it does, I want you to rest assured that we will reach out to you and we will let you know that they do not seem to be settling, or maybe today's not the best day, and let's get you to come get them and we'll try again tomorrow. And I always try to assure parents, I just can't imagine how hard this is on you as well as your child, but we will be in contact. We will send you pictures, videos, just text letting you know how their day's going and that everything is okay here, and just hope that it just typically doesn't last too long. Once they learn the routine and learn what a fun, happy, safe place they are in, and that you are coming back to get them, they typically settle and adjust much quicker than we think that they will. But I just want you to know that communication will be huge this year, and we will keep you up to date on that. We have always prided ourselves on cleanliness and our cleaning processes, and while that will be amped up this year, and who knows, maybe going forward, we are just following all the guidelines, and we will be washing hands more frequently, sanitizing toys and high touch areas, just so much more frequently to try to prevent the spread of anything. But we will be on top of all of that. This year, a big change is typically we've always operated on a snack calendar, and one of our sweet families has provided snack for the whole class for a day, and that has just been on a rotating schedule. This year, you will be sending your child's own snack and a water bottle, and so just reminders, make sure you pack their snack each day, and just try to make sure that everything's labeled so that we can keep everything separate. And that is probably one of the biggest changes. We are still going to do backpacks. Those will be sprayed down daily as they're brought in, and I recommend that you may even wash them weekly or bi-weekly at home, which might be something you've never done, but just to help try to keep things as clean and safe as we can. I think that's the biggest tuition. You have a tuition contract in your folder that you received. If you came through yesterday, you picked up a folder, and it had on one side had all of the paperwork that I need for your child's folder, and emergency contact and transportation information, and there is a tuition contract in there. Tuition will be paid September through May. It's due by the 10th. We usually start collecting on the 1st. We are still right now just check or cash, and you can send that in your child's folder or hand it to us at drop off or pick up, or however is best for you. I usually have a tuition basket, but right now, since no one's coming in, your child's folder will be our main way of communicating. So please just feel free to let me know if you have any questions about that. Also in your folder, you had car tags. They are color coded for us mostly to let us know